Alright, hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Metal Gear. So, last time, what did we do? We did some stuff. I think we did some generic missions. And, yeah, back up, back down. That's what we did. And, now we're gonna do Angel with Broken Wings. Extract Malik. And, yeah, we're just gonna do that. So he's a prisoner. He's being held prisoner at, Lamar Kate Palace. So, whatever, you know. We'll extract him. We won't make a big fuss about it. I'm sure he's a pretty cool dude anyway. So, yeah. I think, this loadout will suffice. I don't think I had any real upgrade changes. So we'll go with this loadout going at night. We'll go with the horse. Oh, that's fine and dandy.
Is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Kate Palace. He's known as Malak, Angel to his fellow Mujahideen. Start by checking the target's VI on your iDroid. The Soviets captured him and took him to the ruins of the palace. His family was subsequently killed in an airstrike on his village. The Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. Manage to rescue other prisoners as well. Each one will add a bonus to our pay. When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do.
Alright, so there you go. We have our objective. Rescue Angel, and if we can, other prisoners. So we're going to be giving that our best shot. Let's go ahead and hop on the horse and head in this direction. So yeah, this is a pretty good little mission. As you saw, the mission zone is actually rather large. So you know, we'll be back and forth, you know, between some places.
The target should be somewhere at that outpost.
All right, so Miller seems to think he's here. Did I just walk right by? I thought I walked by mine. That scared me. But Miller seems to think he's here, which is a fair assumption. The intel team seems to think the same. So we're going to head in this direction. We'll scan some guys as we go. Most of these guys out front on the spotlights aren't too important. Ooh, that guy's kind of important. So what I like to do when I find a good guy, you know, with a good rank, like the B, you can hit the left trigger and mark them. That way, you know, if you come across that guy, you can you know, grab him, string him up, get him out of here. You know, put his skills to better use than being a criminal. I guess they're not really criminals. They are bad guys, though, right? Soviet Union guys that are here for bad reasons, and we'll roll to get off the horse. And we're going to head on in here. I think there is some sub-objectives in regards to getting a certain number of prisoners, possibly all of them, I think, which we'll try and do. I can't guarantee it, because I can't remember all of them. Also, you might hear a truck moving. I believe that actually is the truck that Angel is on. So, you know, if you're quick enough, maybe you could stop it, but really, I don't think the story intended for you to. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep looking through this area, though, because there are prisoners at this area. We just have to look around for them a little bit. Make sure we don't get seen by anybody. There might be a little something else around here somewhere. Here's somebody. Let's see what he's doing. Ooh, he's a B. He's a good one. So we'll talk to this guy, see what he knows. Maybe he knows something about where these prisoners are. Prisoners. Oh, he's moving. Okay, so he told us about...
I've sent the information to your map screen. You're gonna need more information to pinpoint a location.
Alright, so he told us where Malik went, aka Angel. So, you know, that's good. I mean, I guess for you guys that would be good. For me, I already know where he went, so it's not really a big deal. But I'm almost positive there's more prisoners around here somewhere. I'm just kind of like, where are they? Where'd they be? Alright, I'm going to string this guy up. This will probably alert some other people around the area, which isn't There's a guy right there, actually.
Analysis.
He's a D, so I'm not going to worry about him too much. Oh, there's a prisoner.
Roger that.
Analysis.
Yeah, he's a B, too. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's get this guy out of here. So I'm not too worried about that guy up there. He's not that big of a deal. If anything, I might run into that guy on purpose. That way I can see if there's another prisoner around here. So let's go and get this guy out of here. I think back here should be safe. I don't think there's anybody really close by. Well, that guy. Not sure if he'll realize it or not. Ooh, that guy's moving in too. I think that might be the only prisoner, but I'm not sure. I want to say there's another one over in this area somewhere.
The prisoner you extracted knew where the target is.
Let's climb up here.
I'm updating your map information. Take a look.
The map has been updated.
Ooh, where's this guy going? Let's see. I'm trying to actually get to a guard so I can talk to him. I want to ask him some questions. Let's see how good this guy is anyway.
Analysis complete.
Ooh, an E. Yeah, he's not super great, but, you know, I might string him up just for the personnel sake of it. So let's see what he knows. No, okay, so that was the only prisoner. Because now he's just telling me about highly skilled guys. But we will be leaving through that area, so just in case I'll,
Prisoner has died.
Prisoner died? See, I knew there was another prisoner around here. Alright, well, that prisoner died, unfortunately. I could have swore there was two. I knew there was two. But there's, nothing we can do about it now. I'm upset about that. I really am. But we're gonna keep on trucking. Let's see, we'll go this way. Maybe we can check out inside here. Maybe there's a little something. Yeah, there's a diamond and some resources. Small diamonds, always good. The more money, the better. I feel like once they did introduce that one system, like mission tasks or something like, or was it something else? Oh, look, some intel too. That's good. We'll talk about what I was saying in a minute. Let's see what these intel files have to say. Possibly some goodies here. Maybe where they hid the Oreos.
Intel file extraction arrived at Mother Base.
We've analyzed the intel file you discovered. Orders for their transport route.
Development project.
Okay, your map information's updated. The target is inside Yaha Obu's supply outpost. Find him and extract him.
If I recall, I think this guy's heading in here to kill the prisoners. Yep. So this guy was going in here to kill the prisoner. So we gotta watch out for that. I might actually kill this guy. He might have been the guy who killed the last prisoner. So we'll kill him. I knew there was at least two. I couldn't remember about that third one, but I knew there was one over here. And then there was always one, I thought, in the building, which we got that one. But I guess there was two in the building, actually. So we'll go in here, see if there's anything real quick. Oh, wait, this is where we came from. Alright, so we'll go this way. And we'll get out of here. This dude should be okay if I just drop him here and string him up. I don't want to have to keep carrying him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
Yeah, it
updated.
seems like that's okay. Now we just need to get out of here. What's this guy doing?
Analysis complete.
Dude's a B. I'm tempted to shoot him and see if I can't get him out of here, but I might just keep going. I don't have to fiddle with these guys too long. Alright. We're almost... Oh! Who's that? I'm surprised that guy didn't see me. But I'm pretty sure that was the last of the prisoners, so we should be okay now. Alright, so let's go ahead and call our horse and get out of here. I like to keep running. Usually the horse can, yeah, catch up to you. And then you just run alongside and jump on. So we do have the route now. And it's this little white line, as you can see, kind of highlighting the road. And I think that's him right there. So they're almost to their destination, which is there. So we're just going to head straight there. I don't think there's a... We will be coming across an outpost. Like right here, actually. And I don't think there's anything of value at this outpost. At least not off the top of my head. No prisoner. I mean, there might be some guys, you know, that are worth a little something. Like, yeah, I see some bees in there. Yeah, some bees. There was 2 bees, I think, and I don't see anything else, really. So we'll just keep on going. Also, I was leaning off the side of the horse there. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know how. I didn't hit the A button. I don't know how it got there. So we're just going to take the horse, and we're just going to keep on rolling this way to get to that next base. Or I guess outpost, whatever. I don't really feel like it's an outpost if it's that big, because it is kind of big. It's like a base. But we're going to head that way. And we'll be sneaking in there. There is some other side objectives we're going to be looking into once we get there, but as of right now, I think we kind of screwed up the prisoner one. That's kind of unfortunate. But hey, we'll rescue any other prisoners we see, I promise. I'll try not to let anyone else die. That dude was a sneaky beaver. I feel like I walked all over that place, and I couldn't find him anywhere. I mean, we were on like all 3 floors at some point, and that dude didn't make a noise. Usually you can even hear him crying a little bit or something, like a little baby. I'm trying to stop the horse. Okay, so that dude's a B, that dude's a C. I wonder if I can hit this guy from here. Oh, I can hit that guy from here. Okay, we'll bip them both from here. By the time they make it around over this way, they'll probably fall asleep, and then, you know, we'll just string that B up, and I'll think about the E. Let's see. Is he at least a... Oh, he's a C and something. Okay, yeah, we'll take that guy with us, sure. There's also a guy over here, and this is the base. We've made it to the base. Alright. Okay, so these 2 guys are asleep. We'll get them out of here. I don't think this guy will see us. I'll get down just in case, but I don't think he'll look over. He can see us. Yeah, probably, maybe. We did get the lens flare. Lens flare usually means they can see us. Alright, so he can't see us now, so we'll get up and run this way. Let's sprint, too.
Supply outpost. We have a pretty good fix on the target's location. How does security look? Take your time to gauge their defenses and plan your entry.
Yeah, he says that, but, you know, I already know. So I don't need to really gauge their defenses. I know the way ins, the ways outs, where the prisoners be chilling. So we're going to get up here, and we're actually going to talk to this guy, see if he has anything to say. He'll probably give me some generic information that I already knew. Yeah, prisoners being held. Yeah, I kind of already knew about that. But, you know, in case you didn't, which I'm assuming, you know, you're playing this game for the first time, maybe, and you don't. Or, you know, whatever. Maybe you're coming back to watch this as, you know, just for funsies. But, you know, you can always, you know, talk to that guy. He's pretty much out here by himself. He'll at least give you 1 prisoner. Oh, he gave us 2. Look, we got 2 prisoners over there. So there you go. I believe that's the last 2 prisoners. You know, not including Angel himself. Because he's not, you know, he's a prisoner, but he's more of the objective. So, you know, I don't think of him as a prisoner. He is being held captive, though. So I guess he could fall under the prisoner category.
Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Okay, so let's head up this way. Watch out for this guy, don't startle him. He is a B. As you can see, we can kind of hear some talking. And if you hang out right here, pretty sure it's right here around this area. You can usually hang out around this area and you'll be able to hear the interrogation. But they're not seeming to talk. You can kind of hear them beating on the guy. That's actually Angel. So if you hang out by this wall, you can usually hear them. But they're not starting to talk. Usually they talk.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You can also hear the radio too, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we'll I thought I'd show you that. We'll kind of keep moving. Let's see. If I recall, you can come back and do this mission later if you're looking into like the sub-objectives and stuff like that. And you can hang out there and listen to the whole conversation. I think also if you come back, you might need a way to like kind of see through the wall a little bit, like mark the enemy through the wall, which you can do later in the game. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but we're going to keep moving for now because I don't think, unless you mark them, I don't think you can actually keep listening to them through the wall. Maybe you can. You probably can. I'm just stupid, but you know, whatever. We're going to keep on moving. And I think I'm going to bip this guy. I don't think anybody will really see and care too much. And we'll move him. You can move him up this way. So this is somewhere you can take guys if you want to extract them. You take them up this hill right here. And you get them far enough out, and no one will notice that you'll string them up. Like I said, about 50 meters, and no one can really hear, depending on what's in the way. 50 meters is always a given, I think. No matter what's in the way, if it's nothing at all, they still can't hear. So, like, you could probably do it about 40 meters or so if, you know, you got some junk and stuff in the trunk in between you and them.
Roger that.
Scan the guy. Come on, he's like, alright, he don't want to get scanned, so. We're going to head in after the prisoners, though. Get them out of there, and then we'll head and we'll get Angel.
Analysis complete.
Let's see, this way. I like to stay prone here. I'm not sure if it really matters. We're going to head this way, though. Because that guy looks like someone just kind of came out of that door right there. So we want to watch out for that. Don't want to get seen. See, I don't think this guy will hear us if we go through the door. Yeah, if you go slowly, doors they're hard sometimes. Sometimes when you push them, they'll hear, so you got to be careful. We got both the prisoners in here, so we'll have to be careful about getting them out of here. And to be honest, I might lure this guy in here. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else heard it or not, but I'll lure this guy in here. I should be able to take him out with this gun. He's close enough to where I probably won't miss. I say that. So he'll come and check this place out, and when he does, we'll bip him in the face. Oh. Let's see if I can switch weapons and get him, because I don't want to have to reload that one gun. Yep, see, I said he was close enough, and then he kind of moved a whole bunch and screwed everything up. So I want to get this guy out of the way so we can walk the prisoners out of here. So this dude's pretty much okay. We'll leave him there. We'll pick this guy up and get him out of here. We should be okay to just walk out of here with this guy for the most part. I don't think anyone will see us. I'm hoping no one sees us. We should be okay to just move. Yeah, that guy, you know, we're just barely out of his cone of vision, I think. And then that guy up there, I don't know what happened to him. It looks like he is moving. But I don't think he saw us or saw anything. But I do want to get back there before too long. So I don't want him to walk in there and kill the prisoner. I think he'll look at the guy first and examine him before he starts killing the prisoners. But after he examines that guy, he'll be like, hey, somebody's here. We better take out the prisoners. Whoops. Now here he comes, which is not good. Alright, so let's get back in here. Get this prisoner out of here. Oh, Someone seems like they saw us, but I don't know who. Alright, now this should be the last prisoner. That dude seems like he keeps hearing stuff. He might come back down here and check stuff out. And when he does, I'll probably bip him just because of how angry he's making me. Okay, I didn't know if he was going to stay there or not, so... Alright, so we'll put the prisoner down, and we'll bip this guy when he walks in here. The radio will probably call him back, and that'll go into like a little bit of an alert thing, but it's okay, I don't care.
Hands up.
So, I might even prove a pretty good distraction here in a little bit when the radio calls him back and there's no response. They'll send someone over here to investigate, and that might get some of the guys going in this way, in this direction, which is good because we need to be heading over there after we get this guy out of here. There's a little outpost right there, or a little house up there. I never really noticed that house. It's weird, I don't think they ever put a guy up here. Yeah, there's like no one in there. As far as I know, they never put anyone over there. Alright, so let's head back down there. We only have one objective left, and that's to get Angel out of here. So let's head this way. Now be careful not to bump into anything, because they can hear that. Alright, so I'm just going to kill this guy. We can get out of here with just less guards in the way. I believe there's one other guard around here somewhere. I want to say, oh, right there. Alright, we'll kill this guy too. And there might be one more guard in here with Angel. I want to say there is. But I'm not totally sure. He might be okay. Yeah, looks like he's okay. So this is Malik.
There, that's the target. Badly wounded. We can rule out a full extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid, boss. Then carry the target to it.
Alright, so yeah, we gotta call a chopper in. We can't extract him because he's pretty badly wounded. We should be okay to just get out of here with him. We're gonna take the same way. We're gonna take the same way out as we got the other prisoners out, but this time we're just gonna call in a chopper and put him up on the chopper, and we should be good to go. This is pretty much home free, right here. I might even go ahead and call that chopper in here in a minute. Like, let's see. Yeah, and there's the spot for the chopper.
Support helicopter requested.
I'll probably even call in a horse because that's a good 3, about 250 meters away. So let's see, we'll put him up on the horse. Alright, and there you go. That's pretty much home free. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be much enemy resistance from here on out. Might be like 1 or 2 guys walking the street. Yeah, see over there on patrol. Not really a big deal. They might see the chopper, though, and start shooting at it, which isn't a big deal either. This guy seems to be by himself.
Analysis complete.
But I might bip this guy anyway, just to, just so that when the chopper gets here, he don't really shoot at it or anything. He'll just fall asleep for too long. Chopper might get here before he falls asleep, but, you know, not a big deal. Like I said, he's just one guy. He can't really do that much anyway. What was a sandstorm approaching? Hopefully the chopper gets here before that happens. Also, one cool thing to do that I keep forgetting to do. I think we got it. No, we don't got it. Okay, I was gonna use capture cages. Most there's like an achievement to get every animal in the game, and you know, most animals you're gonna be getting are through capture cages, and most of them you can get right at the chopper extraction and entry zones. I don't think you have to stray too far away from those to, you know, get those capture cage animals. So that's a little tip for you, you know. What is the helicopter doing? We are swaying really far. We got out of there right before that sandstorm hit, which is good, because I'm pretty sure he won't land if there's a sandstorm.
Mission complete.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss.
Okay. Oh, we even got an S rank. Probably because of the prisoners we extracted. 3 prisoners. Extract 3 prisoners being held at Lamarck Palace. Yeah, one of them died. And then no retries. We didn't get the kills or reflex bonus. No combat alerts is good. We did get a lot of points for time, but that time was not very great. You could definitely do way better than that. But, yeah. Maybe accuracy? I'm not sure. We got a fair amount of monies on that one. That'll be good.
Boss, that target you extracted, Malik, is saying that he's never heard of our client. What's more, he says his village was destroyed long before he was ever taken prisoner. Apparently it fell victim to some sort of disease, then was completely burned to the ground. Malik was out on a mission at the time, and that's the reason why he alone survived. But the question is, who hired us to find him? According to Malik, he saw strange soldiers snooping around the village when he got back. Turns out they were members of Cypher's strike force XOF. My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get to him. Cypher was just using us to cover things up. All that crap about Malik's relative was a front to convince us to retrieve him. But an entire colony just wiped off the map. It sounds a lot like the Hamid during the Honeybee incident. All I know, boss, is there's no way in hell I'm handing Malik over to Cypher. I've decided to bring him back to Mother Base instead. He's one of us now. We told the client through a cutout that the target was killed. For some reason, though, they still paid us everything we were owed. Cypher's obviously up to something, and this is probably just another preemptive cleanup operation to them. But to Malik, he lost his village, his family, everything, and he wants his revenge. In other words, he's one of us.
Alright, so there you go. It looks like Malik, or Angel, has joined the Diamond Dogs. So that's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude. I enjoyed our time together. You know, where he was halfway beaten to death and unconscious on our back, and we had to roll him out of there. But that was pretty cool. We also got Bat, the Bat symbol. Not the Batman symbol, just the Bat symbol. We also got Mechatronics. Mechatronics Specialist. He's a good guy. I like that guy. Transportation Specialist, that's all good. You know, that'll help us later. And I can't pronounce that word. Anacelephius. I don't know. I'm stupid, so you know I'm not gonna try it. Troublemaker, harassment. I don't want to get into that. I mean, he's harassing people. I mean, come on. I'm wondering in which way is he harassing people now? Because like, there's mostly just dudes on this place. Is he sexually harassing other dudes? It's kind of weird. Anyway, we'll probably get rid of that guy. This is going to be a short episode because
The scientist Emmerich wants us to find him so he can defect. He should be inside Serac power plant. Make contact with him.
Yeah, before I get interrupted by Miller. That's why I'm going to end the episode here. That'll be our next mission, and it's actually listed as a side op, I believe. Okay, well, I guess we can construct more platforms. We can go through that really quick. Just a little bit of a bonus tidbit, I guess. I mean, does it matter? Combat unit? Sure. There you go.
Commencing platform construction.
Alright, now we're exiting the tutorial. I want to go over and show that, yeah, see, we have no new missions.
Please
You know, just the other missions. You also see our, you know, the mission tasks for the mission we just did that I didn't do. Side missions. Make contact with Emmerich is our side objective. But this actually leads into another mission, and it's going to be kind of a long one. and a pretty important one. So I think I'll leave it off here. It's kind of short, but, you know, you got your almost 30 minutes. I think we might even be at 30 minutes now. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.